Was good. So, do you want to be able to buy your dream car with no money down? And if credit is holding you back, well, I'm going to show you what you need to do if you have very poor credit to show you how to get to very exceptional credit. And I'm going to show you the step-by-step foundation that you need to go ahead and do so you can be able to get that car with no money down. So you already know what time it is. Let's get right into it. So before I give you that game, I need you to smash that like button. Just smash it one time for me so YouTube can go ahead and promote it to other people that are interested in buying their car, no money down. So hit the like button and just smash it one time for me. So if credit is holding you back, I'm going to show you what you need to do in 7 steps to go from very poor credit to very exceptional credit so you can be able to buy that dream car that you're looking for, right? And step number 1 is having the end in mind. And we know what we really want is that dream car. It could be the Mercedes, it could be the BMW, it could be the Tesla, whatever car that you really want, I want you to go ahead and get for it. Because a lot of people settle for something that they don't really want and they're paying a monthly fee that they don't really want. And I want you to be able to buy your dream car so you can feel good, drive good, and just love the car that you actually purchased and don't mind paying a higher price because it's your dream car. So the first step is having the end in mind. And what we're gonna do is reverse engineer that goal, right? So in 6 to 12 months, I want you to do is go on tour right now and be able to actually sit in the car that you really want and test drive it and go visit the dealership and just go visit the car that you really want and test drive and see how it feels, because once it's time, you already know that this car is yours, right? So in the second step, what you gotta do is analyze your credit report. I always talk about this. You have to face the beast. You have to face your fears and look at all 3 credit reports, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna use the law, which is the FCRA, to use that as leverage to get every account deleted that is hurting your credit score. So what I want you to do is download your credit report. You're gonna get a Tri-Merge credit report so you can see line item by line item, and you'll be able to see account by account from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, so you can see what is not reporting correctly on each account. So download your credit report. It's only $1, and you can go ahead and get it. The link is in the description, right? Step number 3. Every account that's holding you back is attached to an address in your name, right? So any old addresses that you was living at currently, when you open up that account, you need to remove them off your credit report. So it can be much easier to get this account deleted, because if the account address is not attached to the actual account, it's much easier for that account to get deleted and removed off your credit report permanently, right? So step number 4, after you clean up your personal information, what you want to do is freeze the snitches. I'm talking about hush them up, right? LexisNexis, CoreLogic, SageStream, Innovis, all these people, what you need to do, all these companies, you have to freeze them from actually talking to the big 3, which is Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, because what's happening is Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax is reaching out to these secondary agencies and basically they're verifying your information or whatever account that you're disputing. So if you freeze them, now it's much harder for them to actually verify this account. That's step number 4. Step number 5, what you want to do is, you already know, use this secret letter, right? It's free. You can get this free letter that I always set up the credit bureaus with. Is this free letter right here. I set them up because according to the FCRA, every account that you put on this letter, they have to investigate, right? And they have 30 to 45 days. And if you tell them to check every piece of information on this account, they have to do their due diligence. And we know they're not gonna do their due diligence because they don't have time. So what you wanna do is send this letter in certified to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And once you send this letter certified, what the credit bureaus have to do is now check every piece of information. I'm not telling you to dispute nothing. I'm just telling you to actually tell them to investigate every piece of information on this account. And what's gonna happen is they have to get back with you within 30 to 45 days and send you the results of the investigation. So 2 things is gonna happen, right? 2 things gonna happen. Either the account got removed or the account got verified or updated. And we know it wasn't properly updated because in step number 2, what we did was we analyzed our credit report. We looked at the negative accounts and we went line item by line item by line item, right? And the line item showed that the account number wasn't reported correctly. We saw that the open date wasn't reporting correctly. We saw the balance wasn't reporting correctly. We saw the credit limit wasn't reporting correctly. We saw that open date, the date of last activity. We saw all this wasn't reporting correctly, and what we got to do is highlight and use that as leverage to get the account removed. So basically what we're going to do is take the facts off our credit report and say, how did you verify this account at the open date, the date of last activity, if the payment is not reporting correctly, right? So And what's going to happen is they can't go back on their word, right? They can't go back on what they said. So what you're going to do is use that as leverage to get the account deleted, because they can't go back and say the open date. They can't go back and say the date is basically correct, because when they said the account was basically once they said the account was properly verified and updated and it's basically reporting correctly, they can't go back on what they said and try to update the account right now, because they already said the account was verified. I already said the account was reporting correctly. So what you're going to do is use the open date, the account number, the date of last activity. They're going to use all that. You're going to use all that information to get the account deleted, and that's what you're going to do in step number 6. But in step number 7, you have to be relentless. You have to go all in, because this is your dream. You want to be able to get that car with no money down, but it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time, because the credit bureaus like to play hard to get, right? So what you got to do is follow up every 30 to 45 days and send a letter in and send it certified. It might not come off on the first round. It might not even come off on the second round. It might not come off on the 3rd, 4th, or 5th. But if you're being relentless and going all in, it might come off on the 6th, 7th, or 8th round. But all you have to do is just send the letter in. It doesn't take that much time to send a letter in, actual factual dispute letter. And if you need help, just drop in the comments that you need help, or if you have any questions, just drop in the comments as well. Or if you want to join my group where I basically give you the game, just go ahead and drop your name or drop your information that you need help with, or whatever you need help with, just drop it in the comments. But another thing you could do is follow up with the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. And what they do is they govern Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. They have to basically respond to the CFPB within 14 days and respond to you within 14 days of results. So what you're going to do is talk to them and saying that this account haven't been deleted yet, but it's not reporting correctly, and they already said it's reporting correctly. How's it reporting correctly? And you just basically tell them everything that I already told you into the actual comment section, and what's going to happen, the account's going to get removed. So I hope this helps you out to get that dream car that you've been always wanting, because you're going to be very happy and you're going to be very feeling good, and you're going to be driving with pleasure